Good morning, Tangerines. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of tan.
Yeah, it's
That is one of your hosts, Danny. Danny has no scales, 89.
is Danny Dan
And
Skills
I am
is
your
yeah
other,
that one why
and I am your
J High
co,
Fives.
and I am your co-host, Hot Fried J. Danny, let me tell you a little bit about something about hot fries. I had hot fries for the first time in about a month. A couple days ago, I got home early from work. Cavs were going to play against the Heat. I think that was the game I watched with
Yeah,
the
what
hot
a horrible
fries.
game.
We did lose, so it was horrible. Lost against the T Wolves last night too, but against the Heat, we fucking Terry Rozier bullshit buzzer beater. Nah, it wasn't a buzzer beater, but he had the game-winning shot at the three-pointer. It's been tough. It's been tough, Danny.
Change,
Terry,
change, change,
you
change.
know. All right. Thank you for bringing this up, actually, because the never will I leave the Cavaliers. Cavaliers.
I
This
don't get it because you're not even from Ohio or
this
wherever they're
morning,
from.
yeah,
Or from
Cleveland,
Cleveland.
Ohio. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This morning, I was reading a little bit of an article that had the 196 top 5 league teams in the world, or maybe it was just in Europe, for soccer. Barcelona was like the 188th percentile or some shit like that. They're one of the worst money spending, money getting teams. And I was like, oh my God, man. This feels like we're going to be in a forever rut. It's just, this team cannot get itself together, Daniel.
Do you know why, Jason?
Hmm.
You think? Yeah, let me tell you why. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
Barcelona, what was it like 50 years ago? Let's say in the 80s, late 70s. It was still, one of the most popular, right? Because Barcelona is one of the biggest cities in Spain, right? They're popular, but it wasn't until who was it, Guardiola or whatever, he entered in the 80s.
He
Those
came in 2000s.
who was it that came in the 90s?
Johan Cruyff is basically the one who
There you go.
started it.
Okay, so pretty much what happened is success. Success was what got them, and now they're trying to get to that success. But it's like when you're addicted to gambling and you're trying to spend as much money as you can, and then you lose it and then you're trying to gain it back. I think that's
So
what's going on with Barcelona. Barcelona, they're trying so hard to get back to the top, and they're doing whatever they can, but that's not how it goes. That's not how it is.
you're, I don't think you're too far off here, Danny, for a couple reasons.
Mm.
I don't think you're too far off because yes, obviously they want to get back to their reign, and you're also correct that Barcelona was not a very successful club up
No.
until Johan Cruyff came around. Then um, what is it? Rijkaard really turned the team around for the past couple decades. But before that, Danny, not very successful. Real
Mm.
Madrid is kind of like the Lakers, right? So the
Hmm.
Lakers and the Celtics, they go off of all of their championships for the Celtics, 60s, 70s, Lakers, 70s and 80s, right? They're like piggybacking off of that still.
Yeah.
Real Madrid won like 10 titles in a row almost, something like that. Not only for the Champions League, but for La Liga. Like their reign has been a thing from the 50s or maybe even 30s or 40s. And at that point it's like, why are you still talking about those cups? Like why are we still talking about them, you know?
Because nostalgia.
I'm just trying to talk a little bit of shit. But why are we still talking about it? Like, get over it. Like, yeah, sure, you're the most winningest club, but I wasn't alive then. I don't give a shit about those cups. Nobody was that good in then. It's like the Celtics. It's like the Celtics when they had Robert Parrish or those other idiots.
Garnett.
No, not then. Way before then. But it's like when they were the hot team. It's like sure. It's like JJ Redick, what he said. They were playing against a bunch of plumbers. You know,
Oh, that's a
that's
hot take right there.
JJ Redick. I'm not gonna take ownership of that. But who cares? You know, it's like when people look, Danny. You know me. I'm good. You know, I don't even think it's a hot take, but people might think of it a hot take. Pele overrated. Overrated.
Jason,
Watch
I
his
think
highlights and watch those defenders, Danny. Watch how stiff they are. Those are statues of defenders. Defending has become very popular past probably 10 years where they're like, oh shit, like there's an actual skill to defending, not just defending and saying like a damn statue. You watch Belay just run circles around these people. It's because those freaking defenders aren't moving anything. The goalkeeper's reaction time is freaking forever. They're like, oh no, the goal's already behind them, and then they just dive over. It's like, what are you guys doing? And then Belay's just running around circles, way ahead of its time. Maybe he's ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time.
Sure. But I mean, he probably won't be able to do that against defenders even from 10 years after his reign. And Maradona comes around, and yeah, he's great. He did it for like 5 seasons, Danny. Then he was addicted to cocaine. He went to go play for Napoli and put the team on the map, right? Sure. Yeah, you put the team on the map. We'll give you that.
Be careful, Jason. There's Argentinians listening to us. Be careful with Maradona.
I'm a big Messi guy. Argentines can't come for me. I'm a big Messi guy is the best player ever. Against the best defenders ever. You put Sergio Ramos, Virgil van Dijk in the era where Pelé was playing, nobody is scoring against them. They're gonna be like the women's FC Barcelona team from a couple years ago where they lost like one game through the whole league because of how good they are. Now compared to then, they're gonna be like, we don't know what to. Let's break their legs because we don't know what else to do. Messi, the best player ever. Cristiano, sit the fuck down, you fucking idiot.
You know, my nephews, they love Cristiano and Messi.
You know who likes Cristiano, Danny?
Yeah,
people who don't really watch soccer.
Yes. So, not just Cristiano, also Messi, Jason. Let me tell you this.
No.
Listen to me now. Messi, yes, one of the greatest players ever. You agree? One. I still, so far, one of the. Jason, there's just other players who are really good. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Look, like Chris, who was it? Ronaldinho. I do like Ronaldinho. I always liked Ronaldinho. You know, but never mind, Jason. You're right. Messi is one of the greatest players ever.
The greatest player ever, Danny.
Goddamn, those highlights that he has done. Those
like 91 goals in one calendar year, Danny.
Yeah. Look, people hate him because
one season. I think it was one calendar year. Oh shit! No, it was one season. Fake fan. Shit.
Anyways, this is where Barcelona's going to. They need that shit. They want that shit. But you know what they need to do? They need to humble themselves, focus on whatever they have right now, and just go look out for, for the Jason of the era, for the Messi of the era.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Or not even that. Just have motivation. I think that human beings can do so much when you motivate somebody. Who was a bad player that you can think of that after like literally having a self time or whatever, or they just turn around and they were like, oh my god, this guy is actually pretty good because they literally changed their mentality. There has to be someone like that.
Mohamed Salah comes to mind because he was always skilled. Like he played for Chelsea even before he got to Liverpool. But then after Chelsea, he went to a smaller club. I can't remember what it was. But he was always skilled. Like that skill was always in him, which is why he was with Chelsea at the height of Chelsea's success during that time frame. But then I don't think they saw it in him. Maybe he didn't see it in himself. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say though, Danny, because you're also asking me to read their minds and get inside their heads of.
No. All I'm asking, who has like was bad, and then after that they're like,
he wasn't bad.
Yeah, and then they're like. They just turn around and they're like, okay, actually, this guy's playing really well now. There has to be athletes who probably turn around and do all this stuff. It has to be.
Well, the NBA has the most improved player award. So that sounds like more in line of what you're thinking of. Like,
yeah.
Giannis wasn't good. first like 2-3 years. Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee
Yeah.
Bucks. He wasn't good for the first couple years of his NBA career, but I think he realized where his. I don't know. It's hard to say, Danny. Everyone that's that's a professional is skilled. Like it's really
Oh
crazy
no,
to
yeah.
think how good anyone who makes it to an NBA court is. They may play bad. It's like who is it? Who's the one that Brian Scalabrine? He always gets made fun of because people are like, he's not even that good. I think they called him the Red Mamba because he had red hair. But he would always say like, play me anywhere. Like I'm gonna beat you anywhere we play because I may look bad next to these other NBA players who are 1% of the world, but I made it to the NBA floor. I'm better. But anyways, Messi, Danny. There's just will be nobody like him, Daniel.
You think so?
Nobody will be like him, Daniel. There will be evolutions of it. But what he did with the vision he has to make some of the passes he has, his goal making ability is one thing, but then his teamwork and his I'm trying to think of the opposite of selfishness, Danny. I can't think of it right now. I can't think. Brain's going a million miles an hour.
He likes to share his stuff.
He is just so open to just let my team eat. You know, let my team eat. I'll get my goals, no problem. Let my team eat. You know what Cristiano would do? I want to eat. Only me. I don't like that mentality, Danny. There's a compilation of him getting upset when his teammates score.
I think I remember
like
seeing.
that.
I see a lot of in when he was playing with Juventus.
Uh-huh.
Because that was a big deal. He lived in Real Madrid and he played with Juventus. They're like, oh my god, we're gonna get Cristiano Ronaldo now in the Italian league. And I remember seeing the highlights, and then he was getting mad all the time.
You little bitch.
He was getting mad all the time when he was playing with Juventus.
He looks like such a crybaby when he complains. He is such a crybaby. It's really annoying.
Just well,
He's a
thank you guys for
crybaby
listening.
ass
This
I'm not done. He is such
Okay.
a crybaby. It is annoying. I see what people. I'm a big LeBron guy over here as well, but I see like people call LeBron a crybaby, and I get it. I get it, especially after watching Cristiano, how much he cries about everything. It's like, get
Jason.
what? Yeah.
When nobody at his level, then yeah, you're gonna get mad.
Yeah, I'll give him this. He does make some really spectacular goals at times. None like the ones he was making when he was. There was like one season or maybe 2 seasons where he was just scoring free kicks from really long range with his.
He has a really long.
with his knuckleball kick, and it was honestly very impressive. And it was always like, oh fuck, man, he scored another nice goal. He made with Juventus, he made a beautiful bicycle kick goal. But then after that, Denny. His free kick percentage was like dog shit, and nobody talks about it. But his free kick percent, it's kind of weird how much it dipped, because he was making banger after banger free kicks. Then it just dipped, and it wasn't. It was like, oh, Cristiano's there. Nah, it's okay. It's gonna go over the bar, no problem.
Yeah, it's. I think it has to do with his age, because and he doesn't really
That's
like I
'cause
say.
he's
He does a
fucking
lot of.
garbage, dude.
I mean, maybe his son will take over.
That kid's not gonna amount to anything. Jeez,
Ah,
that's too
yeah.
far. That's too far. Okay.
Thank you guys for listening
Oh,
to this
okay.
side of the podcast. We're gonna switch the conversation because
Okay, that's too
Jason
far.
is a little heated.
That was too
doing
far.
sports. God damn.
Okay, that one was too far.
Yeah,
I went up to
damn.
that one. I went up to that one. That one was too far, Danny.
The future of soccer is still good. People still like soccer. People are still playing soccer. You know.
Of course, and athletes are only getting more athletic. I saw a video the other day of a gymnast from like the 20s versus a gymnast today, and it's just, what do you think it is, Danny, that puts them beyond? Is it them just being like athletic and competitive in nature, so they want to be better than what was before, so like keep one-upping each other? Or do you think that we are physically getting more athletic? Like an evolution?
I think we're just like it's a little bit of everything. We're understanding how our body works. We know how calories what, and we also know how calorie counting now. Because back then, I'm pretty sure they were just like bulk up, eat, pretty much. Those to fit from
It
back
was
then.
very popular that baseball players would, or I guess a lot of athletes, football players as well, would go into the locker room halftime, smoke some cigs, and drink some
Yeah,
alcohol. Like they didn't care
there you
about
go.
that. But
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off.
So
Continue.
no, yeah, it's pretty much that. It's pretty much understanding that there's more science to fit now. We have so many tools. So I think that's just pretty much that's a little bit of that, and also I'm pretty sure the competitiveness because there's more people playing the sports now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot more people in this world, so that
What up,
creates more.
Danny? Sorry.
That creates more. That creates more challenges. Like you said, to be in the professional sports right now, it's so hard. It's really hard now. You have to be like a mate, like you said, 1%, the 1%.
Danny's in
You need
chat
to
right
get there.
now. He's not gonna like us talking sports ball. He doesn't care about sports ball, is what he calls it. You want to switch it over to something that
It's called bolas, but yeah, we can call it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come at Cristiano's son like that. Whatever, I don't know the kid at all. So what? I don't even. Does he play soccer? Yeah, he probably plays soccer. There's no way he doesn't play soccer. But Messi has 3 opportunities with 3 boys. I
Yes,
guess
three
Cristiano
boys.
he has kids too. He has multiple kids.
You know what they say about people who have kids? This is not by me, by the way. This is not me saying. This is just like what I hear some people saying all the time.
Yeah,
That if you have boys, it's because you're really good at having sex, and if you have girls, it's like you try.
this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I swear to God, that's what people say.
That is
I swear to
ridiculous.
God. I swear to God, that's what people say.
Danny, Messi or Cristiano,
None.
Jordan or LeBron,
Jordan.
Jordan or
Eh,
Kobe,
Jordan.
Jordan or Damian Lillard,
Jordan.
um, Phil Mickelson or Tiger Woods,
I think Tiger Woods because I used to watch and also play the game.
Diana Rossini
Used to.
or
Yeah, never seen.
Sabrina Ionescu,
None.
Caitlin Clark or what? You know what?
Oh, Kaylin.
Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese.
I don't watch. I don't watch them play basketball.
Wow, you don't watch the women's sports?
No.
This fucking guy, right? This fucking guy, Danny.
I don't have the time, and I didn't watch sports.
Why are we talking about sports then?
I understand a little bit, but not like that. Not like you.
Welcome back, everybody. As you may or may not know, about 20 minutes into this, we were suspended from.
Was that 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was. It was about 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Danny. I went off there on a tangent.
Yeah.
We were suspended, presumably. I know we've talked about this in our episode last week, but you may or may not have listened to it. We were suspended because presumably because we were playing music from the Oscars. That's what makes the most sense, but we didn't get a real explanation. It just said breaking community guidelines is all it said in the thing. So we are currently trying to figure out how to do more watch-alongs, but muting the audio from my desktop, but still able to hear Danny, and I could still hear it. So muting it on OBS. So if anyone out there is listening and you know how to mute audio on OBS, but I could still hear, but you can't hear watching live, let me know, please. Let me know. I could really use that type of information. Full disclosure, Danny. You see this lamp right here?
Yeah, it's been down for a while.
I knocked it over the other night, and
It broke?
It broke, but I just haven't made the time to go get a new lamp. And
Wait.
What?
Why are you breaking stuff? Because you broke your Legos.
I didn't mean to. I don't mean to break things, Danny.
What's next?
This is in me.
My heart?
I broke that a few times already.
Yeah.
We'll see what's next, but I'm kind of a breaker. I'm
Are you
kind
a
of a
cheater,
breaker.
Jason?
No, I've never cheated on anybody. No, I there's so little remorse I have. Remorse, mercy. There's so little mercy
No,
I
no.
have towards cheaters. Like
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't. No, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. I believe in conversations and talking things through, because I think one of the excuses people have is like, well, they didn't put in the effort anymore. Um, they stopped paying attention to me. They weren't loving me the way I wanted to be loved. Um, I hear you, but I think there's always just room for conversation. And I know I don't know everyone's um, excuse, or I don't know everyone's life. So obviously, if you feel you have the need to cheat, great. But let's talk things through before that happens. You know what I mean?
I I hear a lot of stories. I like to watch stories. Remember Cheaters the show? I think that's why.
Yeah, I do
Remember the
actually.
Cheaters?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheaters. It, those interview the person. I feel so bad because sometimes the cheaters were just like they all almost act the same way. They
What's
get
that?
caught in the car.
Hmm.
They just same thing, like you said. They say that they were not being appreciated. It's like the first thing they did say.
It's valid. You don't feel appreciated? That's valid. It's
Eh, eh,
100% a valid feeling to have.
And then the person always says, "Then why you didn't tell me?" And then the person says, "I try, but you
That's
don't
difficult.
listen."
Oof.
And then the person was like, "Then why you have to go cheat? Then just break up with me if you need to go."
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
Because we live together. It's really hard. Where am I gonna go? My parents don't live here. Where mom is literally 5 states away.
that's
I had
difficult.
nobody. I don't have the money to get out. Then why the fuck didn't talk to me? You know?
I just believe in conversations, Danny. I don't know. I don't know. You know?
Well, let me ask.
Yeah, ask me.
Well,
No,
let me
ask me.
ask you this. Let's say if you got cheated on,
Okay.
and it's easy to just say it right now than actually when it happens. If you got cheated, will you go back and try
Danny,
to work it out?
I saw this coming. Number one, I'm not good with hypotheticals because, well, I'm good in putting myself in hypothetical situations. It's hard putting myself in the reality of the situation. For example, let's say that you're in an active shooter situation. Sorry.
They always, don't trust me. I remember those in class.
Like, I think everyone's instinct is going to
Yeah.
be like, okay, I'm going to be rational. I'm going to have the right state of
Yep.
mind. I'm going to do this, this, and this. I have a game plan. But nobody really knows what it feels like unless you've been in that situation. What you would do in that situation, like the fight or flight stance,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, are you going to
Mm-hmm.
freeze or are you going to fight, right? So I don't know. I think circumstances are. It depends on the circumstance. It depends what happened. Depends what kind of cheating. Because some people, we talked about this before. Do you consider emotional cheating a cheating? I personally do. That is a lot more forgiving, I think, than
Way more forgiving.
physical cheating.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of take that back. Emotional cheating hurts a little bit more, Danny. Can you imagine? One of the
Whoa.
hold on.
Okay. Go. Sorry.
One
Sorry.
of the
Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
one of the best things, in my opinion, of having a partner is being able to share your life with them. Something
Yeah.
exciting happens in your life. You just got a promotion, a raise, whatever. It's like always, let me go tell my significant other about this, my partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, share that excitement with me. Imagine, Danny. Let's put Denise in a situation. Imagine Denise gets some exciting news, something she always shares with you, but she shared it with a different guy instead of you. That's gonna hurt.
That would hurt a little.
That's
bit
gonna
right
hurt
there.
a little bit, Danny. That's gonna hurt. It
Yeah.
has to be like, wait, so you told him about it before you told me? Like, the fuck's up with
Yeah.
that?
What's up? What's wrong?
Okay, now imagine that. Now imagine Denise puts the. Now imagine you come home one night and she's just cheating on you with somebody else. Like, then it's like, come on, like you, like really.
Jason, no, I would not be like that. I would be like, holy shit. I would be like, no, yeah, that's it. We're done. That's
Really?
it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not. Because you know that the reason why is because it's always gonna be in my head. It's always gonna be in my head. That images of it or anything like that. Like, just thinking about it, even if I didn't see it on person, it's gonna be like in my head and it's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. So I'd rather just cut it off and just like no. I don't wanna be like putting this on you. I don't want it, you know.
Classic Danny putting it on them
Yeah.
in your home. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be forgiving about it. But again, circumstances. Is it different if it was a one night stand? Somebody got tipsy, somebody got drunk, and then they had a one night stand, and it was like, oh my God, I made the biggest mistake in my life. Let's say Denise got really, really drunk, and she's just like, I blacked out. I'm sorry. The guy took advantage of me, of my drunkenness. I, I fucked up. I fucked up big. It's not going to happen again. I'm sorry. I think that's a different circumstance than I got to know the guy. I fell in love with him. Now, what about that, Danny? What about if she falls in
No.
love with somebody else and she's like,
I don't.
I think that's worse, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's 100% worse, which is
Yeah.
why I'm saying maybe a little more reason to be forgiving on the one night stand. Will I forgive on that one night stand? I don't know.
It's hard, man.
It is hard.
'Cause monogamy is hard.
I'm all about monogamy, and I know that's probably an old school way of thinking, and
No,
bitches
Jason,
are.
I do not. People would say, "Oh, don't you wish you had other girlfriends?" No, I'm pretty sure people think like that all the time. So I'm
Dude,
pretty sure there's guys who think like that all the time. Or you want to have like two. It's because they don't have a person who they actually trust. If they have a person who they trust and they have a good conversation and a relationship, they would not say things like that.
there were so many times when I just joined. Why are you talking about Denise like that? Damn, is that what Diana said? There were so many times at work, Danny, when I was cooking, and there would be all the older guys who are in the 30s, 40s. They'll ask if I have a girlfriend, and I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, pero tienes otra? You have another girlfriend? I was like, no. I was like, no, no, I don't. Like, why would I have another? They're like, pero eres joven. Eres joven. Debes que tener como
That
dos, tres,
that's
cuatro.
exactly what
And I'm
you
like,
know.
no. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't bring me happiness, Danny. So
it
it was
brings
weird.
trouble. That's the thing that I don't get. It's always trouble. I always hear stories of them like getting other girls pregnant. Oh, she got pregnant, and now my main wife is mad at me.
Mm.
I look. I hopefully he's not listening to this.
Denise says
I
my grandpa used
used,
to tell us that. Jeez.
but I used to know this guy at work at my first job. Okay, and he was cheating on his wife. And let me tell you this, Jason. I feel so bad for his wife because his wife was. I knew his wife, and she was really nice. Like sometimes he would invite us to his house, and we would go, and like she would make food, and she had two kids who they love his dad, and then at work he was just like, oh yeah, I went last night to see my he would call it gavacha, and then and then he's like, I'm so tired and this and that, and I'm like, and I would tell him, and I was young by the way, I was like, did you feel bad for your wife? He wouldn't want to talk about it. And I feel
Piece of
so
shit.
bad, man, because she was like literally stay home mom. And I think I saw him recently, and they're still together. So I don't know if she ever found out or if he still does doing that. But it was. He's like he would treat it like the other one is like his escape of reality, kind of like oh my free time.
Denise says she knew.
She
Maybe. Maybe. They say they always
knew.
know until they don't.
No. You know what? You might be right. She knew, but she had no other way to get out to be on her own. A lot of people do
Mm,
that. A lot of women go through that stuff where they can't do nothing because they're stuck at home. So
one of my coworkers used to tell me, he's like, never get married. Never. Because all they're going to do is cheat on you. And
no,
I was like, just because it happened to you doesn't mean it's going to happen to everyone. He was very, very jaded from his past relationship, which is really dumb because I'm sure he's probably telling, there's a specific coworker that he's probably telling similar things to. Diana may or may not know who I'm talking about. But he's a very much more impressionable, very much more, very much more, very
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
I don't know if that's proper English, but he's very much more
yeah.
impressionable.
It does not sound proper. You
He's
know
a
what? You're right.
he's
It's
very
a weird.
much more,
He's
very much comma more of an impressionable person.
parentheses.
No, no parentheses.
Okay, okay,
Very much more of an
okay.
impressionable person. So I feel like
Yeah,
that person might get a little more like, oh yeah, maybe you're right. I think you're bringing up good points, which is very unfortunate because that's how these impressionable kids could get easily manipulated by older people.
yes.
To
I
then do that sort of thing on cheat on their girlfriends and be like, oh, maybe I should have multiple girlfriends or maybe I shouldn't
because
respect her.
because all women. I always, those posts that people post sometimes. All women are the same, or all men are the same. And it's because the way they go through with their relationship. Like for example, I like to listen to the Erasmo Chocolata. Or listen to the do the they call people call to their other countries to find if their girlfriends are cheating on them or whatever. And like 99% all the time. For example, there's this guy who called twice already because he called the first time to see if this girl was actually they liked him, and he's a 56-year-old man calling a 26-year-old woman, and he sends money whenever it's like, oh, can you send me money for this and that, and then he's always complaining. He was complaining that always happens to him.
What always happens to him?
That he always finds a young woman who all they want is their money.
So the idiot's getting catfished.
So pretty much they're
So
like,
he's being
why
stupid.
don't you? Yeah, why don't you just like find somebody in your own place or like somebody who's close? Why do you always have to do this? And you always say that all women are the same. Like tell them like why?
Danny, what do you think is up with the old people who want to be in these young relationship or in a relationship with young people? For
Oh,
example,
jeez.
Robert De Niro just having a kid at 80 years old had like what's up
What?
with what?
Really?
Yeah, he just
Robert
had
De
like
Niro?
he has a baby that's like 10 months old right now.
Holy moly!
But what is
Catalino?
that's another
Oh my
story.
bad.
You gotta put him on blast like that, dude.
Oh my god, I wasn't into this, but yeah.
That one might be a little too close to home.
Jason, keep moving on. Jesus Christ.
I just can't believe you put him on blast like that. But what do you think is up
You
with
know.
these old people, especially old men? It's always older men who want to be with the younger lady. What's up with that?
Okay, all right. There's a guy. Oh, there's a. Oh, you know.
You don't. I mean, you don't have to keep putting people on blast like that, Danny. It sounds like you're.
There's
about
a
to get
guy
little
who I
personal
used to
again.
work with.
Okay.
I would say. All right, and then he was obsessed with this woman, and he's older. He's divorced and everything. He was obsessed with this woman to the point that it was just creepy. Yeah, and I'm like, and I tell and then the reason why he couldn't get any girls because the way he was just like really stubborn, and he didn't want to change his look. He didn't want to, like be more cleaner and more not fit, of course, but like just clean yourself and just be like a little proper and be more flexible on doing things. But no, he was just hard on. He wanted to find a woman who would just, and the only way to do that is with money.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you have money and every guy was gonna want to do that kind of stuff or find a relationship with a young hot girl. I'm pretty sure that's their plan probably. So if you have money, that's possible. If Robert De Niro didn't have money, you think that he will be able to do that?
Maybe. I don't. She's not
No, Jason,
super
no.
young. I don't think. Somebody out there, correct me how it is. His current lady is. She doesn't look like she's super duper young, but I mean, she's not 80. I don't think. I mean, she can still have a baby. So obviously, she's, I don't know, under 50. Under 50? Did I get it? Women? Did I get that math right? Women in the chat. Hello, anybody there? Save me. He's a dad of 7. My gosh, Danny, what is with this guy?
Hey,
What,
right.
what are you doing? This baby's gonna grow up without a father in like 5 years. That's crazy to think about, Danny. Robert
Hey,
De
they
Niro's gonna
just.
die in 5 years. Well, I kind of give him that. Sorry, I don't mean to kill anybody. Sorry. Robert De Niro is still alive right now. And he's
Yeah.
having babies, so he's kind of fine. Fine, I guess. Probably. I'm trying to waste time while I look for this woman's age, but there's no looking for it. I can't find it. I won't find it anywhere. I mean, I probably could, but I don't know why it's not more on top of this
Yeah, it
article.
doesn't really. Yeah, it doesn't really.
I gotta dig too much, and I'm looking for it. It should be like Robert De Niro having a kid with a 25-year-old. I don't think she's 25, Danny. Gia Virginia Chen De Niro. That's too many words to spell on there, so I'm not going to. Anyways,
The
Danny.
first thing it says 5 things to know about Robert De Niro girlfriend. Robert De Niro and Tiffany Chan have a low key romance.
That's
Anyways,
one thing to know. Like, what about the age? We want to know the age. We want the drama.
and, you know, yeah.
65? She is not
Yeah.
65. She looks amazing. Wait, what are you talking about, 65? She's not 65. I don't know what the 65 is in reference to, Danny.
I don't know.
She's probably typing it out right now. There's no way which is kind of crazy to think, Danny, because that's still like a 15-year difference.
Yes, that is still a lot.
But I feel like the older you
Yeah.
get, the gaps. She is 65.
Damn.
Wow. She looks really good for 65.
Yeah.
I mean, 65 isn't old, but
Hey, Robert De Niro still has it, I guess.
she could still have a baby at 65? No. Who's she having a baby with?
Robert De Niro.
Am I thinking of someone else? No. Because
I looked it up. It says 45. And Denise. Oh, Denise.
it says 45. Maybe Denise, you're talking about a different ex-wife because he's been married a couple times.
It doesn't show us wife. It shows us girlfriend.
Oh, that might make more sense. Divorces are hairy, so he probably didn't want to get another divorce. Or
Yeah.
I don't know if he's thinking that far because he's 80. I should stop killing him in my words, but he's 80.
Yeah,
Like,
you are.
By the time that baby's 10, like you're gonna be able to, go outside and
Yeah, she's supposedly 45,
throw the
46.
pigskin around.
Damn, just. God damn.
And 90 years old, Danny, come on.
God damn.
Too
I
many hot
mean,
takes
hey,
today. I need to
Yes.
slow down.
look, yeah, Jason, we're too many hot takes today. We're just going all. I think it's because of what what happened to us with the YouTube restrictions or the YouTube blocking us. I think we're just we're little bad boys now.
Is that what it is? I'm
I
just
think
coming
so.
after everybody, and because I'm a bad boy now.
You know what I like to read about? I like to read about history, the cheating that happened in history. So like big important people like Alexander the Great.
Speaking
yeah.
a little bit on history, Danny, there's something that Diana would like for us to get on top of. This is something for the future.
Okay.
There's a theory called three body problem. Now, there's also a Netflix show that came out this weekend called Three Body Problem. Really interesting stuff that you should look into on your own time. Not now.
Is it
because it's too
Korean? See, is it Korean? For some reason, Three Body Problem trailer.
I don't think it's Korean.
No. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay.
I'm thinking of something.
Look up the theory. Look up the show. Not now, because I think it's a little too complicated for us to try to digest right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us now. I don't know I don't know it well enough, Danny, to just tell you now. All right, ease up, ease up, dude. He's coming at us real harsh right now. Ease up, Danny. Gee whiz. But something to look into for the next episode, because I do want to watch this show also. If I understood it correctly, quick little thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say there's 3 planets, Danny, on in their revolution phase, right? and something happens that takes one of them out of that revolution phase of the ring. Watch One Piece. No.
Okay.
There's one of them gets out of the revolution phase. It goes into a chaos, chaos, whatever it's called. It goes into chaos, is what they call it.
Okay.
And then there's no telling what'll happen, because the Earth might go too close to the sun. It might eventually crash into the another planet. It might crash into something, but one little thing could take one of the planets out of the revolution. If one of those three get out of or it was more than three. If
you mean the gravitational pull?
If something happens to it. If something happens to it, Danny, I don't know the theory well enough to really give you yes or definites or anything like that. But there's no telling. So we don't really know what the show is about. But we suspect that it starts from a long time ago where something did happen. Because also, there's no way of knowing it's happening until it happens. Like, it's such a minuscule... it's happening in such a minuscule time lapse that we won't really know what's happening. Because, like, I guess technically it could be happening now if it would have. But we wouldn't know because it takes place millions of years. It takes place in millions of years. So, basically, if it did happen now, we would never feel it because it's 100 million years from now. But I think the show, we thinks the show, it already happened millions of years ago. So now it's happening. The three-body problem's happening. We're going into chaos. We're going outside of the revolution.
The gravitational pull.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Diana says, I feel like you, in fact, did not understand it well. No, I didn't, which is why I didn't want to talk about it. But Danny forced me into it.
Not me. The other Danny number 2.
The other Danny. No, that's Danny number 1. You're Danny number 2. Danny number 1 forced me into it. I didn't want to do this. And I'm also not going to watch One Piece, Danny. I'm sorry. It's just thousands of episodes. Who has the time for that?
I don't know who has the time for that.
We went to Little Tokyo yesterday, Danny.
Uh-huh.
Danny. Oh, the other Danny number 1. By the way, we got some of those gyozas. Remember when we went to go get the gyozas at Little Tokyo? Got some of those yesterday. Really good. A bunch of nerds in Little Tokyo, Danny.
They're called geeks, by the way. Nerds are for the smart people.
No, they're nerds.
The smart people. These are geeks.
Nerds and geeks. Nerds.
Okay. What about the geeks, Jason? You don't like us or what?
No, you nerds are fine. You nerds are okay.
You live in the land of the nerds and the geeks. Well, the geeks, I would say. It's California. It's most of the things that happen over there. Comic-Con. You have Disney, Marvel Studios over there, Warner Brothers.
Keep going.
I'm just saying. I want to go to those places.
Oh, well, you're choosing to go to New York instead.
Yeah, I'm going to New York.
For Pokemon.
I'm gonna meet Johnny from Brooklyn. He's gonna show me around.
Was his name Johnny?
I think that's why he always called Johnny, or was it no? Joy from Brooklyn. Boy, who was it talking about Johnny? Joy from Brooklyn. No, Joy from Brooklyn. He's gonna show me around. I did look up Brooklyn though. It's kind of ghetto. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but your perception of, we've talked about this, Danny. You don't know what that really is. You're from Oregon.
Look, I just saw Brooklyn. First thing I see right now, a house burned down in Brooklyn. I don't know.
That house is burned down everywhere.
Suspect in deadly stabbing of twin in Brooklyn. All right. Train service suspended this weekend between Manhattan and Brooklyn. It's just...
No, Danny. You're from Oregon is the problem. Where you guys, everything is a little ghetto.
Jason, it is ghetto. Where we live is ghetto. What are you talking about?
It's not. Stop it. We're not going to get into this right now, Danny. Because it's not. It's just not. Brooklyn is probably a fine city. It's probably a fine town.
To be honest, when I went to California for the first time after a long time, not going back. When remember 2000 was it? 16 I think I went, and you guys showed me around, and I was like, oh, this is what I mean.
And we
This
didn't
is what
even
you mean.
take
I
you
mean, this
anywhere.
is
It was
what you
probably
mean.
just Tustin or Santa Ana, which is nothing.
I feel attacked, Denise says. Because we were from Oregon. Jason, it is ghetto here, man. You have no idea. Look,
You have
we
no
get
idea.
no. But okay, we went to down south of Oregon. We've been to down south of Oregon. Okay, there's some small towns over there. Let me tell you, there is literally there. If it was the south, it's the south over there. The south, Jason. You do not want to be brown and black or Asian down
That's
there,
different.
man.
That's different. That's white people.
Isn't that ghetto?
No, I think that has a different name to it. I'm not going to
Why?
talk about. I'm not going to. No, that's maybe where I
Are
draw the
we, are
line.
we are we being a little too much today?
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely are.
I should not put tequila on my tea. I don't know why I did
You
that.
did not, did you really?
No,
Oh.
I'll be too wild. That's wild right there, man.
I kind of feel like that.
But yeah, Jason,
Oh.
well, I'm gonna meet Joy from Brooklyn, so we'll
But
see.
you're not going to Brooklyn.
No, I'll tell
But
him
you
to
guys
meet
gotta
me.
meet.
I'll tell him to meet me. You know where I want to go? The Met. I want to go to the Met. I don't know
What
if
are
Denise
you
is
gonna
wanna
do? Because you're really going for Pokemon for some reason. You could do
It's just-
Pokemon Go anywhere, and you're
No,
choosing to spend.
no.
You're going to a city you've never been to, and one of the full days you're dedicating to Pokemon. Pokemon you could
Yeah.
do in Oregon. Pokemon you could do it behind in your backyard. Pokemon
Jason,
you could do
they
from
do
your
events.
chair
No.
there.
They
Denise
do
says, "Thank you."
events and cities. So they do it. They're doing it in Sendai, Japan. They're doing it in Spain. They're doing it in New York. I think those are the ones. Yes. So you pretty much they have like you buy a ticket and then on your phone it will show like they do like in the park and they do like stuff around. It's Pokemon, man. And then after that they have like special Pokemon that are only available in that area for whoever bought the ticket. And the
And what do
whole
you
point
do
of
with
it
these
is to get
Pokemon?
shinies. You get shinies,
What do
you
you
do
do with
red,
those
you play the
shinies?
game. You play the game, Jason.
All I'm saying is you are spending one whole day in a brand new city. In a
Yes.
city where there's just a limitless things to do there. You could go.
Yeah.
You could spend a whole day at Central Park if you wanted to. You could spend a whole day just in Times Square. I'm guessing. You could go visit other parts. You could go to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Go to Queens, where Spider-Man is from.
Okay.
And you're
What's the
spending
point?
one whole day out of 5 days. Are you going?
Yeah.
Playing
Actually, no.
Pokemon.
I'm going to Randall's Park for 9 to 1, and after that, we have it free. So pretty much we can do whatever we want. I can play whatever I want, pretty much.
That's not bad. 9-1.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay,
But
you said
I-
that the rest of the day.
Yeah, and it's pretty much something that I like to do.
It's a waste of it. What about Denise?
I asked her. I'm buying her the ticket to fly there.
She seems like she doesn't want to do this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to stir the pot with you too, but 9-1. That's not too bad.
She
Yeah,
didn't
9-1.
really want to. Yeah, 9 to 1 is not that bad. So yeah, there we go.
That's not too bad. She didn't really.
I do want to. She did tell me if I go, she wants to see which we need to buy tickets for it because I think they sold out. They sell out.
What?
But Statue of Liberty,
Mhm.
which we have to figure out because you have to take a ferry to the island. Which, by the way, it was a long time. It wasn't that long ago. I found out the Statue of Liberty was an island. Mind you, I see a lot of movies where it's just you see, like for example, 2012,
Oh,
the movie,
we
or
already went to that one. I went to X-Men.
Oh my God, you're right.
That's the
Oh,
one
you
I
know
went
what?
to. You
You
went
know
to
what
two
else?
yourself.
You know what else? What's the movie? The one that the world just literally turns frozen.
Frozen. You're talking
No,
about
no.
The Day After Tomorrow.
The day after. Oh my God, I have not seen that movie in 10.
I think the poster is
Years.
just the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty herself
Yes,
holding a
yes,
torch.
yeah. So, anyways, Do that. Maybe do some. For sure, find some good. I want to have some good Italian restaurant over there. I want to go some. Some Italian
Sbarro.
food.
Olive Garden.
Okay. So yeah. So we'll do that.
You're gonna go to
bagels.
That's racist, Danny. You're gonna go hit up some what are they?
What's
Bodega.
racist about bagels?
Bodega, maybe.
I don't know about the bodegas, to be honest. I don't
Why
care
not?
about. I do not care for what's it called? I can do that at home.
Danny, those are. You gotta go to some part of the Puerto Rican or Cuban.
I'll do that, but I'm not
yeah,
saying like
bodega's
just
part
for
of
the
it.
bodega. I guess I'll buy a
bodega.
drink there.
The Bodega.
Hopefully, I'm getting my wallet stolen there when I'm getting out.
Look at you. Danny says, "Where? Where what? Bodegas? A bodega.
You know where
Bodega.
Peter Parker has a friend, the guy who lives in the
Bodega.
bodega. He's buying what's the sandwich that he bought? I forgot the
I don't
sandwich
remember
that
the
he's buying.
sandwich. I don't remember.
Yeah.
The sandwich,
It sounded pretty good actually. I want to go to the guy that says, "Okay." The guy who does the different sandwiches.
Oh,
The Oki way.
no,
The
yeah,
Oki
no.
way. The Oki way. That's his name.
We'll see if you have enough time with all the Pokemon stuff you want to do.
Gosh, man, it's gonna be great.
You're gonna go catch some shiny, and then
Hello,
you're gonna
Jason.
get home. You're gonna get home with all your shinies, and then you're gonna be like, "That's nice," and that's it.
You know what's so funny
Danny
about
says,
it?
I'll go to a bodega, Jason, while Danny throws fake balls at Pokemon. It's true, they are fake balls and they're fake Pokemon.
It's the experience, people. It's the experience.
What do you do with the shiny, Danny?
Huh?
What do you do with the shinies?
Oh, I'll show you. You level them up. If they're good, you trade them with other trainers.
Wow.
And that way, yeah. So today, it's a event for one of the Pokemon I couldn't get a shiny 4 years ago. This is 3 or 4 years ago.
Gotta
I
catch
could
them
not
all.
get a shiny of this Pokemon. So this time, I'm going to redeem myself. I'm excited. So yeah, I like exciting times.
I'm glad you found a purpose in life.
Well, I've been playing it for years. It's just now I started playing it again, but I'm not playing it again, but more and more frequently. But we've been playing since it came out.
Would you say that you're going to New York? Like, this is the sole purpose, the reason is because of this event?
Yeah.
Nothing else. Nothing else attracted you to
Well,
to
we
New York?
always wanted to go to New York.
But this was
yeah.
just like the one to push you over.
But
the
this is
ledge.
like the big push that I'm like, and then also my friend's going to, so he wanted to go.
What?
So, all right,
Question number 2. Why wasn't I invited?
Jason, I told you. You say I don't want to go play Pokemon, and I told you we only play for like half a day, and then the rest we're gonna play.
I know.
Literally.
I don't know if this is true. I don't remember. I remember hearing my brother say Danny's going to New York, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." For what?
Oh,
And he's
maybe I
like,
didn't
"Pokemon."
ask you then. My bad, Jason. If I didn't ask you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got an invite.
Well, you're invited still. It's in July. We still have like 4 months.
That's too late for now. I have other plans now.
I think you said you already you already have plans for saving up, but I
What a
don't
coincidence! I just said that right now. Then now you're.
That's
you're
what you said.
you're
Didn't you
saying
say that? Am I
Just
lying?
now I did. No, just now I did. But I don't know if that was going to be your
Yeah,
excuse before I said it.
No,
I just
you
don't know why I wasn't invited. Like, we could have done a fun episode over there. We could have brought out.
Jason,
a
we still
live
can.
episode.
We still can.
No, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
We still can, Jason. You don't want to go to eat some pizza, some good pizza? You don't want to go stay in line at those popular bakery shops? The people who keep posting it, they take like an hour and a half, 3 hours to get really good bakery or croissant or slice of pizza that is really popular in New York. Don't you want to go to the Empire State Building and actually go all the way up and learn about the history of the Empire State Building?
Then he says, I literally asked Danny, what about Jason? And he said he can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you did say
It's
something about
summertime.
that.
You know I could go in summers. You know I like my summers are my free times to go.
Jason, you still can, Jason.
I don't know if I feel invited anymore, Danny. Look, we don't have to get into this. We don't have to break up on live.
Jason, we have breaking out so many times.
This is news to me.
We have breaking up many times, Jason.
I heard Denise in the back.
Yeah, I heard. Hey, but Jay, Look,
No, it's fine. I don't want to go to New York for Pokemon. If I'm going to New York, I'm going for other reasons. I want
no,
to go
no,
see.
no.
I want to go
Whoa,
see Broadway show.
listen, listen. Oh, you think I don't want to see Broadway show
I
too?
don't think you want to.
I do. Listen to me, Jason. Listen to me. This is only from 9 to 1. That's it. Literally, I can be on my phone anywhere else. That's it.
How nice would it be,
That's
Denise?
it.
Denise says, please go. How nice would it be to be like, hey, Denise, don't worry about 921 on that day. We're going to go ditch Danny while he plays his dumb video games. And then we'll go hang out and do something else. We'll go
Hey, man.
rent a bike in Central Park and ride around, or get on one of those swans while we're in Central Park. And then while Danny's over there dicking around playing Pokemon.
I'll be swallowing those balls to me.
You're going to, what?
Fake balls.
Oh, okay. With your friend.
Yeah, with my friend. Yeah.
Probably so many things to do. Eat pizza, maybe. Yeah.
Look,
Get some cheese pizza.
Yeah, man.
Get some
Jason, think about it for real.
hot dogs, vegan hot dogs, veggie hot dogs, turkey dogs.
I'm glad this happening. That way I can be like,
I'm not going, Danny.
Jason.
I'm not playing Pokemon.
Did
I don't want to play Pokemon 5 days. I don't even want to play it once while I'm here.
I'm not even telling you to play the Pokemon game at all. I'm saying you will still have. Look, we're going from the 3rd, the 4th. We can be over there. We can go Statue of Liberty. I don't know, on Saturday or Sunday. We still have, Come on, Jason. We can go to Rockefeller Center.
I don't want to support Rockefeller. He was a terrible person. Danny, how dare you bring that up with me? He was a terrible person.
He was a really terrible person. But still,
How
Jason.
dare you bring that up to me?
Okay, we can still do that.
No, I don't want to play Pokemon.
Did I say you have to play Pokemon?
Feels forced. Feels like you're forcing Denise.
Why? She's not playing Pokemon. She's not.
I hope you have fun, Danny. I'm sure you will. I'm sure Denise will have fun too.
What if I tell Diana? What if I would convince Diana?
Oh, she won't need a lot of convincing. I told Danny we could go to a baseball game, and he made a face. Of course he did. You don't think I want to go to the mecca of basketball, the Madison Square Garden?
She said baseball.
I know, but now I'm thinking sports. Going to the Yankee Stadium, one of the oldest.
They do look pretty cool.
I don't know if it's the oldest stadium. I don't know. I'm making that stuff up. But no, Pokemon. New York Knickerbockers.
We can get breakfast over there. We can go like in a little queue. We can go to Soho. We'll be staying in Manhattan, so there's a lot of places we can go walk around. Goodbye, Jason. We can have a nice dinner and be like, "Oh, let's see what's up, guys."
Danny says he would. He doesn't even like baseball, but he'd go for beer and dogs. But you give a face.
Yeah, baseball. This is really weird for Denise to say baseball. In my opinion, I thought she would say hockey.
Well, let me tell you something, Danny.
Because we've been watching hockey.
When people go to New York, their first thought isn't Pokemon. It is Broadway. Empire State. I was going to say Empire State of Mind, the song. I don't remember what the building's called. Empire Building.
Chicago.
What? Is that what? Oh, the musical?
The musical, yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about New York or Chicago for? Basically, Pokemon is at the bottom of that list. Sports is way above that. And your brain goes to... I don't know. You've changed, Danny. You've changed.
You know what I like to go about Pokemon Go's? Because there are going to be a lot of, like I said, a lot of shinies I'll not be able to get.
She says when you think of New York, hockey does not come to mind. Ariel. Don't they have a famous museum over there? Yeah, they do have plenty of famous museums also.
Didn't I say that? The
Nobody
Met?
heard you.
I said the Met.
Oh, I thought you said the Mets. I thought you said you want to go see the New York Mets.
I said the Met. I want to go to the museum history of whatever the last.
We'll see if you have time while you're not playing Pokemon. You're probably walking around looking at the history.
That is
playing,
true.
Fucking throwing fake balls at fake things.
I wish Walter were able to go.
I'm sorry, Denise. I'm not going. I've decided. I'm not gonna go play Pokemon. I'll go if Danny cancels this fucking Pokemon shit.
Jason, I literally told you it's only from 9 to 1.
So you won't cancel?
No, I buy a ticket. I can get a refund. It.
Wow. What if Denise said, "You better cancel that shit, or I'm not going anymore"?
Oh, she tried.
Oh, well.
Let me be. What can I be? What can I enjoy? What things I like?
She said, "I'm not going anymore." Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is going to wrap up another
People,
episode.
don't listen to this, haters. You do what you love to do. You do. If you like to smell feet, go ahead, smell feet.
You'll
On your
be
own.
judged about it, though.
On your own. And with your own feet. Don't, not some weirdos. The reason why I say this, Jason, is because somebody here in Portland, I think it was Portland.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
With the guy. What did he do? He grabbed somebody's feet and
Yeah.
put it all over his face.
Yeah. I don't need. I thought about that, Danny, and I was like, how did you even get away with, like, if somebody grabs my feet, like, I'm kicking you away.
Kick him.
You
Yeah,
put me
what the
next to your
fuck?
face, easy. I'm kicking your face even harder.
I don't know.
So it was weird. I wonder if she just, like,
I
froze
don't know.
up, and it was just like, what is going on? Now, you rather play Pokemon than have that type of experience in New York, Danny?
Yeah.
Can you guys recreate When Harry Met Sally? Wait, not that one. Can you guys recreate? No, wait, not that one. Wait, yes, Sleepless in Seattle. Is this Sleepless in Seattle where they meet up?
But that's it. That's in Seattle.
No, but I think they meet up in New York, don't they? Which one am I thinking of? There's one where they meet up in the Empire State Building, and like it's coming. It's like, oh no, it's closing. I guess I'm never going to meet him. I'm pretty sure it's Sleepless in Seattle. Shit. Maybe it's You've Got Mail.
There's a movie. Yes, you're right. There's a movie where. What movie did I watch? Well, I recently saw Percy Jackson,
Interesting.
and because Olympus is the Empire State Building, I think or something like that. It's like a portal to go to
Right.
Olympus.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking? And then
No, not what I'm thinking of. No.
in
No.
Futurama, the last episode is where they go to
Definitely
the
not
top
okay.
and they drop a penny and then they're falling down.
No, I'm definitely thinking of a 90s rom-com.
How I Met Your Mother, Ted, he's like really into Ted. He's like really, he's an architect and he's pretty much trying to tell the story to his niece who's trying to have sex in that episode with the boy, and he's trying really hard not to be like, don't. Oh no, it actually is his sister. Is it that one?
Danny just says Ghostbusters Fire Station. What?
That is true.
What about it? Oh, you could go in New York. Take a picture for me. Oh, okay. He's saying you could go visit in New York. That's true. But you probably won't have time playing Pokemon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Right.
to
I can
another
do
episode.
that because I'm only going from 9 to 1.
They're only open from 9 to 1. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of Sunday Morning Tangents. Don't forget to do all those stuff that we usually ask for. You know, the subscribing to the YouTube channels.
Look, Jason, don't
YouTube.com.
even try no more. Don't even try no more. Nobody's doing it, Jason. Just say it with a sad voice.
No, you know, I'm past that phase, actually, Danny. I gave them my pity.
Yeah. No, if they don't want to subscribe, follow us on Instagram on Sunday Morning Tangents. If they don't want to follow us on Spotify, they don't want to follow us on iTunes. If they don't want to follow us or like us and comment on Premium YouTube. Oh, sorry, I was YouTube. And subscribe to us. That's fine. If they don't want to do that, that's fine, Jason. If they
That's what
want
I'm
to do
saying.
like that,
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
we're still gonna promote it, but I'm just over being sad about it. You know what I mean? It didn't work. Yeah, could we promote it better? Yeah, we can. But we're hoping that the friends would do that for us as well. Be
We
friendly
thank
with us.
our yeah.
It's
you're
like
right.
Danny, if you were open a business selling clothes. I'm not gonna ask for free clothes from you, Danny. I'm going to buy clothes from you to support you. Because why
Yeah.
would you, somebody, a startup, why would you ask for free things? No, put money into it. Be a real friend and put money into it. I'm not asking for money. Not anymore. Not anymore, I'm not. But I am asking
What?
for a little bit of that promotion, a little bit of that sharing, you know. But I'm not going to anymore. But I will, Danny. But I won't ask for money anymore. So just youtube.com/Sunday Morning Tangents. Follow, look for us, Sunday Morning Tangents, on Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just Google us and see what pops up. It might be us, it might not be. If it's not us,
There's
help us get there.
there's literally a website you can just put Sunday Morning Tangents podcast and you'll see it. You'll see it.
But I'm done asking for that things. But don't
Yeah.
forget to give us 5 stars, thumbs up, like us, comment. Please comment, because I asked for something at the beginning of the episode. If you don't remember what it was, go to the beginning so you could give us those views. I'm not gonna tell you what it was. Go look for it yourself, please. Go listen to the whole episode again. That's been Danny. I've been Jason. This has been Sunday Morning Tangents with a couple of tan.
Yes.